What's up, Swig Squad? Tea with the Diva here. And I'm just popping out to, first of all, how many of y'all voted? Please, please, please get out and vote. We gotta vote, y'all. Something has got to give. We have got to vote. Please make sure your vote is counted. Also, did y'all see Diddy's NDA? I couldn't read all that mess on that sheet. I'm not reading all that. I'm not about to read all that. But I hear that he didn't want nobody to take pictures, videos. You couldn't write books. You couldn't speak about him for 20 years after his death. So if you went to one of those parties, first of all, you had to give your phone up. And then you had to sign the NDA. And then you had to drink the juice. So I don't even know if I'm excited now. I don't know how excited I am to go to this party. I gotta give you my phone. I gotta sign an NDA that say I can't talk about nothing for 20 years after your death. And then I have to take a sip of this drink. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how excited I would have been to go to that party. And people are just popping out and popping out by the minute. Like every time somebody else makes a claim or another case come out, it seems like it gives two more people courage to come out, talk about their experiences. So it was real cute that his kids sang happy birthday to him and got him a cake from Nothing But Cake. Oh my God. If y'all ain't had a cake from Nothing But Cake, I saw that cake when I seen that icing drip and all that. I said, oh yeah, that's Nothing But Cakes. That's a Nothing But Cake. But anyway, the baby saying happy birthday. It was so cute. I loved it. The production, everything was just wonderful. All the kids was around him, even Albie Sure's son. And I'm thinking, like, what do y'all think the issue is with Albie Sure's son? Because it's like he cake more for Diddy than he do his own biological father. Is it a money thing or is it just popularity where it's like, did he do something to offend you? Like, how are you so... I mean, and I can dig the stepdaddy thing. I'm not knocking that. But what I am saying is I don't ever hear him say anything about his real father. And it's like, he's always talking about, Diddy, and with the other Diddy kids, he barely got two pictures out there with his real father. But okay, that was cute. And, they were able to FaceTime him or, put him on speaker and let him talk to everybody and stuff like that because it's really not looking so good for him. Also, I didn't do a video. I just did like a voiceover last night, but I also wanted to continue to expound on the DJ Envy and his daughter for Halloween thing. I got a couple of comments. One of the comments said that she wonders the way that he supports Diddy and speaks up for Diddy. Is he one of those people who are like the same as Diddy or under Diddy's spell or feel like he has to be a spokesperson for Diddy or something? And I thought about that, and I really would just hate to see somebody that, well, Diddy got kids too though. So I was about to say I would hate to see somebody who got kids themselves. But yeah, Diddy had kids. Diddy done been doing this for years and he done had kids the entire time. So yeah, I mean, it could definitely be possible because he is always speaking up for Diddy. And the fact that they thought that was cute him and his wife, like the fact that they thought that that little girl putting that swimsuit on and doing that crush on you video, that reenactment, the fact that they thought that that was a cutesy thing for a kid, it does like boggles my mind. And I'm just not like understanding why that is, like, why is that something that you guys really wanted to champion. And as much as he's always talking about protecting his kids and how he speaks up for his kids and how his kids couldn't do this and it couldn't be my kid and I couldn't let my kid do this, and then you want to exploit your child in such a way where you let her have on a raunchy bathing suit and quote lyrics from somebody as, I mean, Lil' Kim was definitely the stuff to us, but my 8-year-old is not listening to Lil' Kim. My 10-year-old is not listening to Lil' Kim. Like, I'm just not going to allow my child to have that, like, negative energy or her to recite such negative lyrics. Like, I mean, even if it was something that she had heard before on the radio, I'm not just going to let her just listen to that and soak it up to the point where she can recite it word for word and do a video reenactment. Because no. And when that girl said that, you know, he have us thinking because he one of Diddy's cheerleaders, you know, I started thinking about Revolt and stuff like that. But I mean, Diddy ain't even got Revolt no more, so he's not even like your super boss like that. So it's like, why is that something that you want to push? Like, I'm not understanding that. I don't get it. But also, I wanted to say that Peach McIntyre made a comment. Of course, a lot of people, you know, did commentary on it and gave their opinions. But I was saying last night in my video, Peach, like, right message, wrong messenger. Because how do you think the way that you dance and show your, like, bottom, and how, you know, you talk about what you want to do to your husband while the kids in the room and all of the stuff that you do in front of your kids, like, it's not gonna really fall the way that you want it to fall, because you aren't the person to say to anybody, especially as many times as CPS had to visit your house, especially as many times as you have had to answer for why you did certain things around your children, especially since where you feel like you can, like, say anything or do anything around your kids. I saw a video, a short, where you were saying that TikTok had you on some type of stream or something where they were showing you things that hoes was doing or something like that, and you said you don't really like hoes, your mama was a hoe. But also, you also said that you don't want her talking about you because you don't talk about her. And now you're talking about her. And I think that you're talking about her because you want her to talk about you. And I think you want her to talk about you so that you can keep getting those numbers that you want to get. Because if you don't want her to bring you up, why do you keep mentioning her? Like, I mean, I get it. I know it's trauma. Like, but what about talking to a therapist? Because you've already went out and blurted to everybody about all the stuff that she did to you growing up and all the stuff that you despised about her parenting, and you already said that she was doing threesomes and all the stuff you said about her. You talked about how you don't want her to talk about you and you would stop mentioning her. But you mentioned her, you're talking about her, she didn't say anything about you. So let's just, if you don't want to say nothing to her, you don't want her to talk to your kids, you don't want her to say nothing to your kids, you don't want her to say nothing to you or nothing, how about just don't say nothing about her? And then y'all can just be like, okay. Because I can't see that you could do anything that could, now we're even, from everything that she did to you about your childhood. I don't see you being able to do anything back to her that would make you feel like you're even. So I would just say, refrain from talking about her too. If you would like for her to refrain from talking about you. But like I was saying, the DJ Envy thing, I'm not sure why he thought that was a cool thing. And Peach, I'm not sure why you thought you was the person that could speak on it. Out of all the people who did stories and all the people who did videos, and they were all talking about how that was out of order for him to allow that to happen and him to have her rehearsing that so that she can perform it on Halloween and all of this stuff. Yeah, you got a lot of sweeping your own front porch to do to speak on that, ma'am. I don't think that you're in a position where you can like rightfully say you shouldn't do that. And none of us are perfect parents, but a lot of us are more qualified to speak on that situation than you. Ma'am, I'm not sure that you can speak on it at all. But that's it, Swig Squad. Thank you. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. And this is Tea with the Diva, and I'll holler at y'all later.